Okay, so you know that feeling, right? You're staring down this to-do list.
Hmm.
It's a mile long,
Oh, yeah.
and every single thing on it feels like
Right.
pushing a boulder uphill.
Absolutely.
You're putting in the work,
Yep.
but the why is so fuzzy,
Hmm.
and that finish line just feels like it's forever away.
Totally get it.
Well, that's what we're going to tackle today.
Okay.
We're ditching those like quick bursts of motivation. We're going
Right.
deep
Love it.
into the research of Raymond B. Miller and Stephanie J. Brickman,
Okay.
and specifically their 2004 study, A Model of Future-Oriented Motivation and Self-Regulation.
Now that sounds fascinating.
It is.
Yeah.
So this research is all about how those long-term aspirations, those bigger goals for your future,
Yeah.
they're actually a powerful engine
Okay.
driving your motivation right now.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Powerful engine.
So our goal today is to unlock this model, see how we can make those connections between what we're doing today and what we really value for our future,
Yeah.
and how that can really amp up our drive and our effectiveness.
Oh, I'm in.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
We hear so much about like short-term wins, and this is really highlighting that untapped power
Uh-huh.
of those bigger aims.
I like it.
Okay, so where do we even begin to unpack all of this?
Well, to understand Miller and Brickman's model, I think it's helpful to look back at the foundation it's built on.
Okay.
And that's the social cognitive perspective
Okay.
on self-regulation, largely thanks to Albert Bandura.
Bandura, that's a name a lot of people might recognize.
For sure.
What's like the essential takeaway there?
I'd say the key idea is that our actions aren't just random.
Okay.
We're usually driven by the results we want, things we want to achieve or avoid.
Right.
Bandura called these outcome expectations.
Okay.
Basically, it's the rewards or consequences that shape our choices and effort.
So if I really value, say, mastering a new skill,
Yeah.
that I know will help me in my career,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to be way more motivated to practice and put in the time,
Right, because you can see that positive future outcome.
right? It's fueling my effort now.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about wanting it.
No.
It's about believing that I can actually do it.
Exactly.
That self-efficacy piece.
Huge.
So the stronger that conviction is,
Yeah.
that I can actually do it, combined with how much I want it,
Uh-huh.
that's what really drives my motivation.
It's like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, totally.
Desire and confidence.
Okay, so Bandura also dug into how we manage our behavior
Yeah.
to reach those goals, that self-regulation.
Yeah.
What are the key parts of that?
So he broke it down into 3 interconnected parts.
Oh, fun.
First, you have self-observation,
Okay.
which is basically just keeping track of what you're doing.
Right.
Then there's self-evaluation,
Right.
which is where you compare your progress to certain standards. And finally, there's self-reaction, which is all about the feelings you experience
Right.
and the self-imposed rewards or even criticisms
Yeah.
based on how you're doing.
So I'm watching what I'm doing,
Yeah.
judging how well it lines up with what I should be doing,
Uh-huh.
and then feeling either good or bad about it.
Exactly.
It's like an internal feedback loop
It is.
that we're running.
Absolutely.
And what focuses this whole loop
Okay.
is the target goal,
Right.
sometimes called a proximal or short-term goal.
Yeah.
That immediate performance you're aiming for,
Yeah. Huh.
that specific task you're working on,
Yeah.
and how you're measuring your success.
It's like the benchmark.
So if my bigger goal is, career advancement through a new skill, a proximal goal might be finishing the first module of an online course this week.
Right.
And my standard is understanding all the key concepts.
Exactly. That target goal gives your self-regulation a clear direction.
Okay.
It tells you what to focus on, gives you a way to measure your progress, and influences how you react.
So if I nail that first module,
Right.
feeling good,
Sense of accomplishment.
but if I struggle,
Yeah.
frustration.
But as long as you believe you can still master the skill,
Mm-hmm.
you'll probably keep going.
Right. That self-efficacy kicks in.
Exactly.
And just anticipating those self-reactions, like the pride or the frustration,
Yeah.
that keeps us on track.
It does.
Like we're mentally rehearsing those consequences.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mental rehearsal.
And the self-evaluation
Yeah.
feeds back into the self-efficacy.
Right.
Success builds confidence.
Uh-huh.
Setbacks can chip away at it.
Yeah. But it's all part of the process.
And then that influences future goals.
Right.
The standards we set.
Uh-huh.
And our effort,
It's dynamic.
constantly changing.
All the time.
So the social cognitive view is that our
Yeah.
actions are driven by those closer goals.
Right.
Our belief in ourselves.
Yeah.
And that cycle of checking our progress and making adjustments
That's it in a nutshell.
And Bandura recognized
Yes.
that while these proximal goals are key, those distant future goals,
Yeah.
they provide the overall direction and can deepen our commitment.
Absolutely.
And that's where Miller and Brickman come in.
That's right.
So they took that foundation and expanded it.
They did.
How do they bring in those longer-term aspirations?
Well, they basically blended Bandura's perspective with theories that focus on the role of future goals.
Okay.
Think about the work of Marcus Aurelius and their idea of possible selves, Nutton's research on future time perspective,
Okay.
and Rayner's theories about how motivation to achieve links to our future outlook.
And at the center of their model are these personally valued, self-defining future goals.
That's it.
And those are not just casual wishes, right?
No, these are the goals that really matter to you.
Okay.
The ones that make you who you are. Things like education, career, relationships, making a difference in the world.
Okay.
They're similar to Bandura's outcome expectations, but they operate on a much longer time scale. Okay. And are very closely tied to your identity.
So completing that first module of my online course,
Right.
my proximal goal, it doesn't instantly fulfill my career aspirations.
Right.
My future goal.
Right.
But it's a step.
It's a step in the right direction.
And those future goals,
Yeah.
they're journeys,
They are.
not single events.
Ongoing.
Ongoing.
And you might see them called different things in research.
Okay.
Life tasks, personal strivings, current concerns, personal projects, possible selves.
And these future goals,
Yeah.
they don't just appear.
No. They develop within a context.
Right. Our upbringing,
Our environment.
the people around us,
Exactly.
the media we consume.
It all plays a role.
So our family friend school experiences the media.
Yeah.
They shape our values and our sense of what's possible.
Right. What we can achieve now and in the future.
And our initial beliefs about our own abilities,
Yes.
they also play a part.
Absolutely.
If I've always thought, I'm not good at creative things, I'm probably not going to set a goal of becoming a novelist.
Makes sense. Great.
Your self-perception can limit the goals you consider.
Okay, so we have these big goals.
Yeah.
How do we translate that into action?
Well, that's where the idea of proximal sub-goals comes in.
Okay.
Those smaller steps. That initial commitment to the future goal. It's the catalyst
Okay.
for creating a structured set of closer goals.
So if my goal is to become fluent in a new language,
Yeah.
my sub-goals might be learning new vocabulary words each day, practicing speaking,
Right.
completing a lesson every week.
Exactly. You're breaking down the big goal
Okay.
into smaller, manageable steps.
And Miller and Brickman highlight that this system of sub-goals,
Yes.
that's what makes future goals achievable.
It's the roadmap.
Instead of just daydreams
Precisely.
and seeing those sub-goals as stepping stones to those bigger goals, it gives meaning.
It does to those everyday tasks.
It's like suddenly those vocabulary words aren't a chore.
Right. It's not just busy work.
They're contributing to something bigger.
Right. It's a contribution to my fluency.
Exactly.
And it helps us resist those temptations
Right.
that pull us away.
Like scrolling through social media instead of practicing.
Exactly.
But knowing that practice is crucial to your goal, it gives it that extra motivational pull.
Yeah, okay, so we've got future goals. We break them down into smaller steps.
Yeah.
But there's a link
There is.
that connects our present actions to those future rewards.
A crucial link.
Perceived instrumentality.
That's it.
Okay, so explain that a little bit.
Well, perceived instrumentality is how much you believe that the tasks you're doing now
Right.
will actually lead you to your goals.
So it's not enough to just know that practicing Spanish is part of becoming fluent.
Right.
I have to believe
You have to believe
that the exercises I'm doing are moving me closer.
to that fluent.
And that's shaped by
Okay.
our sub-goals.
Yes.
And our understanding of the paths to our goals. If I have those clear sub-goals
Right.
that relate to the tasks,
Directly.
I'm more likely to see those tasks as important.
It's all about making those connections.
And that sense of instrumentality,
Yeah.
it adds a whole other level to motivation.
It does.
It's not just about the satisfaction of finishing the task.
Right.
It's the reward of finishing, plus the incentive of moving towards the future outcome.
And the positive feelings that come with it.
Right. The pride and the increased self-belief.
Exactly.
Because if I'm just doing busy work, that I don't see as connected to anything.
Right.
My motivation is going to be so much weaker.
It's going to rely solely on those immediate rewards.
Yeah.
or avoiding immediate negative consequences.
So much less powerful.
Yeah, you need that vision of the future.
Okay, so Miller and Brickman,
Mm-hmm.
they connected their model to other theories of motivation.
They did.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
How does this idea of instrumentality connect with achievement goal theory?
So achievement goal theory says that people are motivated by either wanting to show competence,
Okay.
performance goals, or wanting to learn and grow.
Learning goals.
Right.
Right.
Miller and Brickman argue that while those are definitely motivators, their impact is stronger when linked to future goals.
Especially learning goals, right?
Yes. Because if your future goal is to become an expert in something, you're more likely to focus on understanding the material.
Not just getting the grade.
Exactly. You value the learning itself.
And research backs this up.
It does.
Students who see schoolwork as important for their future, they tend to take a more learning-oriented approach.
It makes sense.
What about intrinsic motivation theory?
Okay, so that's about enjoying the activity for its own sake.
Right, finding it rewarding.
That flow state.
Okay.
Miller and Brickman suggest that even intrinsic motivation is tied to meaning. So if young people don't see the value of schoolwork for their future, they're less likely to experience flow.
And Deci and Ryan's work talks about feeling autonomy in your goals, that self-determination.
Which often ties to future aspirations.
Being key.
To intrinsic motivation.
So even if something is fun in the moment, if I can't connect it to the bigger picture, it's harder to find that drive.
That sense of purpose often comes from seeing how things connect to your future.
Okay. And lastly, achievement motivation theory.
All right, so that one focuses on our drive to succeed.
Okay.
Researchers like Raynor suggest that this drive is weaker when tasks aren't seen as stepping stones.
Okay.
If you don't see the link between now and your ambitions, you're less likely to feel that motivation.
And Ryan found that students who haven't internalized achievement goals, they don't get that sense of self-worth.
From their performance.
Again, it's about that personal connection.
To your value.
To future values.
Yes.
Okay, so it all seems to come back to perceived instrumentality.
It does.
That connection between our efforts in the future.
It's the key.
And the research supports this.
Absolutely.
Several studies show that link between how instrumental students see their work and how much they value it.
Both for the present and the future.
And it goes beyond just valuing the tasks.
Right.
It leads to better engagement.
And outcomes.
Raynor found that students who saw their work as relevant, they performed better.
And Steinberg's study found that teens who strongly perceive the link between school and their future goals were the top achievers.
Wow.
It's powerful stuff.
And Miller's own research found that instrumentality in math wasn't just about grades.
No, it went beyond that.
Students were using better strategies, processing information more deeply.
You were putting in more effort.
More effort.
And they were more persistent.
When they faced challenges.
Powerful stuff.
So this connection is so important.
It is.
What happens when it breaks down?
Well, Miller and Brickman outline a few reasons why people might not see that link.
Okay.
The most basic is not developing those personally valued future goals that connect to their work.
And they point out a few things that can cause that, right?
Yeah, things like a lack of awareness about different paths.
Okay.
Conflicting values in their social circles. Some individuals might not know about the opportunities out there. Others might be in communities where school isn't a priority or where their culture clashes with the goals of education.
And some people just don't believe in themselves.
Right. They don't see those goals as possible.
And that feeling of what's the point?
It can be so demotivating.
Yeah, for sure.
Another issue is having the goals but not the plan.
Okay.
That system of sub-goals.
A roadmap.
That's right.
Yep.
This could be from not knowing the steps or lacking problem-solving skills.
Just like wanting to go somewhere, but not knowing how to get there.
Exactly.
And even with goals and some steps, you might still not see how the daily tasks fit in.
Right. It's not understanding the value of those specific activities.
Yeah, I remember feeling that way in some classes.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
And then even if you get the connection intellectually, you might be hesitant because of bad experiences in the past or a lack of confidence.
So what can we do to help people stay motivated?
Well, Miller and Brickman suggest that while current strategies that focus on immediate motivation and self-regulation are helpful,
Right.
they might not last
Okay.
if they don't address those future goals.
Well, it's not just about teaching time management or goal setting for the week ahead.
Right. It's about the bigger picture.
We need to help people define what they want for their lives.
That's it.
Okay.
They propose a more well-rounded approach that targets both those immediate factors, like self-confidence and setting short-term goals, and what they call the future goal triumvirate, helping people define and value future goals, develop clear pathways, and highlight the connection between actions and goals.
How do we encourage people to develop those future goals?
That's a big one.
It's complex.
It is, but we can focus on their values, their awareness of possibilities, and their self-belief. So we can expose them to different career paths, challenge limiting beliefs, and help them connect their interests to potential goals.
And what about students who have negative expectations about the future?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because of bias or lack of support?
We need to create supportive environments where those perceptions can be addressed. That might mean changing teaching methods and really understanding their experiences.
And the challenge of education not being valued in certain communities.
We have to go beyond just saying education is important. We need to understand why it's not valued and connect it to existing goals and values. Maybe even challenge negative narratives and show different perspectives.
And they caution against emphasizing just the money.
Yeah, focusing too much on financial rewards can lead to a focus on grades instead of learning.
So exploring intrinsic reasons.
Like personal fulfillment, contributing to society. Those can be more effective.
And helping people build those sub-goal systems.
Once you have those big goals, we can guide them on the paths. And teach them problem-solving skills.
This has been so insightful.
It's fascinating stuff.
So the main message here is that for lasting motivation, we need that connection between our aspirations and our actions.
Absolutely.
So think about your own goals. And be honest about how your activities are contributing.
Or not contributing.
Maybe even sketch out those pathways.
Those smaller steps.
To connect where you are now.
To where you want to be.
And by understanding instrumentality, you can approach your tasks with purpose.
Knowing they're not just items on a to-do list.
They're steps towards something meaningful.
Exactly.
So here's a thought for you. What small step can you take today to link your efforts to the future you want?
It's worth thinking about.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.